Does your airplane have an engine data monitor? If so, we're able to take that information and put it right into EZTracker Air so that your maintenance personnel can take a look at it and look at trends or see any kind of pitfalls that might be waiting for you. Let's take a look and see how great it works. All right, let's talk a little bit about engine data analysis. We built in a visualization tool within EZTracker Air that allows you to upload engine data. You can attach that engine data to a squawk. You can just upload it by itself. It just makes everything a lot more user-friendly and easier to access. And then you can also share this information with your trusted mechanic. So in order to get to the engine data page, all you have to do is tap the main menu like usual and go to the maintenance grouping and then engine data. Tap it, and here we are on the page. We've already imported some data from October 31st of 2025, and it's just in CSV format, which is the standard format for nearly all engine data monitors out there. So just upload that CSV, and then we're going to tap Visualize. And what happens is the app will automatically start picking the x-axis and y-axis for you so that you can take a look at the data that you want to see. And as you can see here, we have an engine data trend starting at 15:37 and 25 seconds on that day and ending at 16:26 and 21 seconds. And we can compress that time to just drill down into a specific area of flight. And this little plateau here, I'd like to take a look at further. So it shows that we have our EGTs and our CHTs, what I selected on the y-axis parameter. You can add any other piece of information to this, but this is typically what I want to look at. Now let's just say, okay, this sounds great, this looks great, but how did we get here? So we're going to go to Configure Engine Data by tapping the little cog, the little gear icon. This will come up automatically when you first upload a CSV file. It will ask you about what the file structure is and what the column mapping should look like, and then give you a preview. So it's going to ask you what the header row column names are and then when the data starts. It gives you a little bit of information on how to use this. The important thing to remember here is that all of this raw data up top here is not any information that we can use. It just shows you a bunch of extraneous information, so we have to tell the AI where to start looking. So this particular row, row 14, where you see H and D, is the header row because it gives us our column names. And then directly below that, we see the data start because we see times. So this is a really good rule of thumb for any engine data monitor information. Try to find where the times start and then look at the row immediately above that or preceding the time start, and that should be your header information. So we're going to just tap H on header, and then it will automatically say, okay, well, the data starts on row 15, as indicated by the legend above all of this information. And then we tap D on data start. Then we're going to go down to next, map columns. We have a feature of auto map with AI, which works really, really well, but we also recommend that you check everything to ensure that your column mapping is correct. Right now, everything has been selected as ignore because we have not ran it yet. 0 to 50 columns have been mapped. So I think that you should, and we prefer you to, hit auto map with AI first, let the app analyze it, and then it will start mapping what it believes each one of these columns should be mapped to. And it's looking pretty good. EGT 1, 2, 3, 4. CHTs look good. Flight hours, TAC hours, local time and Zulu time is just time. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . This one right here, like range and nautical miles, ground speed, yeah, no, that's not going to work. But I don't really care about it anyway, because if you see here, the data is 0.0, so it doesn't really matter. And I don't care about looking at that anyway in the graph. So now we're going to go down to the bottom and make sure that we haven't forgotten anything, and then hit Next, Preview. Preview shows how the data is going to be interpreted. So it's a basic spreadsheet, the column names up top, and then the data below it. And then we can confirm and visualize that. And then it will load up our graph controls. So on the x-axis, horizontal, we're going to use time like we had when we first opened this. And then I'm going to bring up the EGTs, which they're all there. And then we only have 2 CHTs preloaded, so I'm going to do 3 and 4. But also, I want to do RPM. So it's showing all of this information overlaid, and we can drag our finger across any portion of this to see at that moment in time what all our EGTs are at, our CHTs, and our RPMs. You can also bring this slider in at the bottom to really kind of expand what that data looks like. And then just tap on an area, and then you can see the readings for that. Of course, just like with anything else in EZTracker Air, you can share this information by tapping the share button and then copying the link, and you can text it to your mechanic, email it to whoever you'd like. Thanks so much for watching this. I hope that it's been helpful, and I hope that you're going to get a lot of use out of this feature. That's engine data monitoring and analyzing made super easy, only at EZTracker Air. We're glad that you've taken your time to look at this video, and we hope that you found it useful. If you have any questions, please reach out to the EZAI or send us an email at contact@EZTrackerAir.com. Thanks again for being a great customer.